A pro tip for liars, especially if you've been caught cheating. A few things you should do. One, swear up and down that you will never do it again. Be emphatic and use a lot of feeling. Be very, 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 very passionate. All right? They love that because they feel you. Whereas for so long they have felt like they didn't feel you and they just want to feel emotionally connected. Two, make promises, swear up and down that you will never do it again, that it was a one-off. And you can even have hints of like it was somewhat their fault because they're going to buy it. Because if they've stayed with you so long and it's been so emotionally disconnected, they're actually thinking that it might be partly their fault already. Okay? Three, and this is a big one. This is a really big one. Start doing the shit that they always wanted you to do. Start actually listening to them, or at least pretending you're listening, right? Ask them about their day. Act like their feelings matter. Pretend like their emotions and feelings are actually fucking important. You know, the shit you never did before. And here's the thing. You only have to do it long enough for them to get the impression that you care. You'll lull them back to sleep. And then you can go back to your old shit of not really giving a shit about them, right? Okay, but that's really important. Do all the shit that they always complained about that you never did. Do that. Why? Because they'll feel like, oh my God, he really has changed. And you'll be able to sell that. The other thing you should do is go to therapy a few times, and spread it out a little bit. Go real intensely and then do it every few times and then you can stop going. Or just go every once in a long while and they'll think, wow, he really has changed. And like I said, you'll lull them back to sleep. And then, what you can also do is, is if they start to become real uppity or, like angry or like I'm not trusting you or whatever, use a little bit of force. And I don't mean physical force. I mean, be like threatened to leave them. Because if you've cheated on them and they're still actually talking to you, then if you threaten to leave them, then that'll put them back in their place. Why? Because if they're still with you, it means they're terrified of you leaving them. They're terrified of being alone. So if you play that card, that'll scare them right back into place, right? So just keep playing these cards and eventually you'll get them right back where you always had them. Oh, and by the way, if you're the person who's being lied to or who was cheated on, you may want to just reverse engineer this video. Have a kick-ass day.